Hello, how we're getting on? So we're back again. Now a little bit warmer after last night's freezing cold night at the Stadium Light. Not a lot on the pitch to warm us up. Poor performance, poor tactics, just a poor night all around. Probably our worst performance of the season, resulting in a 2-1 defeat against Huddersfield. So now we'll move on to Millwall at the weekend. Probably the worst place you could think of going when you're on a bad run and needing to get a result. But over 3,000 of you will be travelling down there to the Den to support the lads. You know, it doesn't matter how we're playing, we'll always support them through thick and thin. At times they probably don't deserve the fantastic support what they have, but you know, fair play to each and everybody that's travelling down there. Coming close to Christmas, another long trip. The Den, Millwall, managed by Joe Edwards. Now, to be fair, didn't really know too much about him before I did some research. He took over from Gary Rowett on the 6th of November. He's only had 3 games in charge. But before he got the job at Millwall, you can see here, he was a Chelsea under-18 manager from 2014-2016, Chelsea under-23 manager from 2017-2019, assistant manager at Chelsea with Frank Lampard between 19 and 2022. He then went to Everton as assistant manager, again with Frank Lampard, 2022-2023. He was then the England under-20 interim manager. He's then left that post to take this up with Millwall. He's only 37. He's probably seen as another one of these, you know, good up-and-coming young coaches. Seems to be the way forward, you know, for these aspiring teams who want to do well. If you look at the top 6 of the Championship currently, Leicester, Enzo Maresca is only 43. Kieran McKenna is only 37. Daniel Farke at Leeds is the oldest at 47. Russell Martin at Southampton is only 37. Carlos Cobran at 40 is at West Brom. And Liam Rosenior only 39 at Hull. So, you know, is this the way forward? We know there was talks at the start of the season about Tony Mowbray being replaced by a younger coach. You know, the way things are going, if things don't pick up, I really do fear for his time at the club. You know, I don't want to see him sacked. He's a great man. He's done a fantastic job, but you know, lately he's not helping himself. I know there's a lot of stuff off the pitch which is out of his control, you know, the signings and what have you, but tactics and team selections have been strange to say the least in the last few games. But we'll move on. We'll touch on us a little bit later. Like I say, he's only had 3 games in charge as Joe Edwards. He's played 3, won 1, lost 2, so that's a win percentage of 33%. Overall this season, though, Millwall, they've played 18, they've won 5, drew 5, lost 8, scored 20, conceded 25. They've got 20 points. They're currently in 19th place in the league. At home, which is surprisingly where they've struggled, they've played 9, only won 2, drew 1, lost 6. They've only scored 7, conceded 15, 7 points, and in 22nd place in the home form table. So, you know, the Den was always a fortress, always a difficult place to go, but they've struggled there this season. Recent form, they've only won 1 win in 5. That was Joe Edwards' first game in charge when they beat Sheff Wade 4-0 away. Since then, they've had 2 defeats at home to Coventry 3-0 and away at Ipswich 3-1, so 2 big defeats. Before that, they lost 1-0 at Southampton and drew 2-2 at Watford. So, bit of a mixed bag, but hopefully, you know, Joe Edwards will be putting his stamp on things. Apparently, he likes to play football, play from the back. So, to try and change that mentality, similar to what Burnley did last season when Company went in there, but it won't happen overnight. So maybe it's a good time to play them. But we've seen our recent form against struggling teams in the last 2 games. 2 games were expected to win and gotten out. So like I say, they're at the wrong end of the table. They're conceding goals, but you know, enter Sunderland. If you're on a bad run, play us, and we tend to end all of that and get teams back on track. Top performers this season for them: Zian Fleming, midfielder; Jay Cooper, defender; and Joe Bryan, midfielders. They're 3 top performers this season. Zian Fleming has got 4 goals. Wes Harden, defender, got 3 goals, and Kevin Nesbitt has got 3. I think they signed him from Hibernian. He was a player that we were linked with in League One days, and probably at the start of this season we looked at him as well. So he's got 3 goals for them this season. Assists, Tom Bradshaw has got 3. Zian Fleming's got 2 and Alan Campbell's got 2 as well. So not a lot of goals and assists in the side, but it's not to say they're not going to be a dangerous team. You know, them players will be trying to impress the new manager. They'll be fighting for their lives, being in 19th place. They'll want to get away from that relegation zone. So it's going to be a very, very difficult game given our current form. Now on to us, you know, Tony Mowbray. If you've seen his press conference after the game yesterday, him and Roberts, the body language kind of said it all after the game. They looked down, they looked deflated, they couldn't even look at the camera. Mowbray especially looked just so disheartened and pissed off. His comments like, we've got a taker on the chin, that sort of thing, they come with a game plan, we couldn't break them down, which is, you know, it's the story of our season against teams who were struggling. So like I've said, it was probably arguably the worst performance of the season last night. It was absolutely dire. No spark, no energy, no creativity. Everything was played in front of Huddersfield. No players prepared to take risks to make something happen. And it was just a shocking performance. And for me, Saturday, we need to try and get back to basics. You know, let's play players in the proper positions. Let's play tactics that suit the players. You know, this inverted fullback bollocks where we've end up with Tria Hume and whoever's playing right back, whether it be Huggins or Seal, end up getting inside and getting caught out of position. It's just absolutely crazy. You know, let's get back to playing full-back, so we're bombing down the wings to help out Robertson and Clark, who were getting absolutely butchered and marked out the games because teams have worked out how we play. You know, we're not Man City, for fuck's sake. You know, let's stop trying to play that way. So like I say, back to basics. Stick to a formation. If it's not working, try and change it, and you know, let's try and get back on track. Russian was missing last night with a groin injury apparently, but we've lost 5 games in 8. We've picked up only 7 points out of a possible 24. We're now in 11th place, 4 points off the playoffs. You know, I know that's not a million miles off the playoffs, but over recent weeks we've gone from being, you know, 4th, 5th, 6th to now be 11th. We're slipping down the league, and instead of looking up, we're now looking down now. So based on what I've just been saying there, you know, and based on the current injury problems that we've got, my team for Saturday would be this. I'd have Patterson in goal. I'd have Huggins back at right back. I'd have Dan Ballard and Jensen Seaton in the middle. If he's going to play Luke O'Nien, which he seems to always want him in the side, I'd put him out with left back. He's played there before. We haven't got an out. He's not naturally left-footed, but I just think he's less of a liability. Again, last night against Millwall, against Huddersfield, every set piece he's grabbing out opponents. 3 or 4 times the referee had a word with him, and he's liable to give a penalty away at every set piece. He needs to just stop it, and just, you know, him as well, get back to basics and just stop trying to be an arse and stop trying to be a bit of a shithouse. So that would be the back 4: Huggins, Ballard, Sealt and O'Nien. In the middle, I would have Dan Neil and Pierre Ekwa. I'd bring Pierre Ekwa back in. He's had a game off. You know, he's had 2 bad games. Give him a rest last night. Against Millwall, we'll probably need that kind of bite in midfield. So I'd have Dan Neil and Pierre Ekwa just sitting in front of that. I'd have Alex Pritchard on the side. We've missed his creativity. We've missed his experience. He's a calm head. He can also make things happen as well. So for me, Pritchard would come in. On the wings, Jack Clark, obviously being our best player, even though, like last night, 2 and 3 players on him every time he gets the ball. What's he meant to do? But he still tries his best. So Jack Clark on the left. I'd have Roberts out and all. I'd have our Sheesh in there. Just because, you know, last night he did try. He was trying to play quick balls and get some moves moving. So I'd put him out on the right hand side and give him a go. He likes putting a cross in. He likes doing it early as well. And up front, I'd have Mayenda. You know, he showed again last night, showed some nice touches, a little bit of skill, but just needs a goal like all of our centre forwards. However, you know, will we make them changes? Probably not. You know, what will probably happen is we'll probably have Huggins in for Sealt. Our Sheesh will be dropped after his 1 game. For Ekwa, Joe will keep his place along with Robertson. Probably Burstow will probably come in for Mayenda. You know, that's probably what will happen. But we just need something to change, and you know, likes of Job as well. He's looking tired again last night. Seemed to want half an hour for to do things. Just needs to be up the side for a couple of games, in my opinion. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully Tony Mowbray is going to make some changes and try and get something sorted. And like I say, get back to basics and just make us solid and stop conceding stupid goals. You know, I've just been pulling some stats out here. I'm a little bit of a stat nerd, as you've probably seen by the previous videos, but I've just been looking at our last 10 games. If you look at this on the screen, our last 10 games, this is how many shots each player's had and how many shots on target. Now look at that. Jack Clark, in the last 10 games, head and shoulders above everybody else, hence why he's been our top performer. 34 shots, 14 on target, 4 goals. But after that, it's absolutely fucking dire. You know, Job, 16 shots, 5 on target, 1 goal. Roberts, 15 shots, 4 on target, no goals. Ekwar, 13 shots, 4 on target, no goals. Dan Neil, 12, 3 on target, 1 goal. Elshish, 11, 2 on target, 1 goal. And Dan Ballard's probably one of the 10 shots, 3 on target, 1 goal. Hume, 9 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal. And the list goes on. But if you look amongst them, look at the strikers. Russian, 9 shots, 1 on target, no goals. Burstow, 5 shots, 3 on target, no goals. Mienda, 5 shots, 1 on target, no goals. Emiya, 3 shots, none on target, no goals. It's just shit. It's just absolutely shit. So, you know, that's where something needs to change. You know, when need to try and get these forwards scoring. Let's play a tactic. Let's play a formation which is going to give them forwards some service and try and get them into the game and try and get them off the mark. For God's sake, man, it's not rocket science. Score prediction. So based on what I've just said in the preview there, you know, I've got no confidence going down there and getting a result. I really haven't. The only optimism I've got is that they could be as nervy as us. And I think in this type of game, they're going to be playing in the fear of conceding the first goal. And I think in this game, the first goal is going to be absolutely crucial. I don't know what to pick. You know, my heart says, you know, we'll go down there and get a draw. My head says we'll go down there and get beat. So I'm going to sit on the fence and I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Don't forget to get your score predictions in the comments below for the ongoing shirt competition. You know, last 2 games, there's only been one person right and got the actual result right, not the actual score, the result. So it's kind of as normal as you were at the top of the table. It's on the screen there for you to have a look at. Not really any change. But get your comments in as soon as you can for the match on Saturday. Watch out for the match review coming out after the game on Saturday, hopefully, where we're getting back on track and we're getting back to winning ways. If we haven't and we're suffered under the defeat, then I really do feel for Tony Mowbray. I've seen loads of comments over the you know, since last night and today that if he was to go, they wouldn't be too concerned. Like I say, he's not helping himself by tactics and substitutions. Just by sticking 4 substitutes on at any one time doesn't really make any difference. The 4 that were made last night made no difference whatsoever. You can't just hoy 4 attackers on and hope for the best. Doesn't work that way. But again, this is what I'm saying about lack of direction, lack of plan B, and lack of knowing what to do when it's not working. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Get your comments in, say what you think. If you're new to the channel, I think I put a post up the day. You know, I think there's over 70% of people who watches the videos are not subscribed. It would mean a hell of a lot if you just drop a subscription. If you're new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed, just drop that subscribe. It's free, costs you nout, and it'll mean a massive difference to the channel. Trying to get to 3,000. Just before I go, just want to say a big thank you to Percy Thrower, who's just the latest subscriber to the channel. Always has great comments to say about all the videos. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks for the subscription. It's 99p a month. Descriptions in the comments below. And like I say, greatly appreciated and adds to the members. So thank you very much. Please like it and please share if you don't mind. And it'd be greatly appreciated. Until the next one, I always say thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.